It's 4:49. Just changed that it was 4:48. April 4th, 2018. 4/4. The memorial of the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., the Honorable Doctor. I just love my life. I just love my life. I was minding my own business in the kitchen, and the wind picked up. It's kind of funny because the wind is going crazy, but it's supposed to be March is windy, and then April is rainy. But right now we got the wind and we had the rain. But anyway, so I went to the window. I just, because it's all windy, and I look out there, and it's a police officer out there, vehicle sitting in the vehicle, and he's on the other side of the road, like he's on the ride. You got the right side of the road when you're going down the street. Left side of the road is when you're coming up. But he's on the right side of the road, right near that corner where people that listen to me or used to listen to me, whatever the case might be. I used to talk about this big ugly dude to be out there. So I know that was a confirmation from God. Now, I'm not saying he's out there for that dude, but he's out there for some reason. But from where he's parked, he's watching something up the street. Because like I said, this little neighborhood got a little bit of everything in it. Now, it's funny. One house that I know for a fact, this dude be having stuff in that house. And he came on the street. Like he was coming down the street making a turn, and that cop was right there. But I don't know if he's watching this house. But see, I know my hood, my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I've been here forever. So he watched, so that officer definitely watching somebody up the street. Now, it may have been some complaints about speeding, which people do be coming kind of crazy. But it is what it is. Like, I be trying to tell cats real stuff. I be trying to teach real stuff. But out here, like I said, to get to some... Well, anyway, let me finish this up. So, confirmation is that, I know I'm with God, so I don't be worrying about that silly stuff. There's too much silly stuff going on with people when you're dealing with people. No integrity whatsoever. Not no integrity with the people they with. Not no integrity what they believe. It just ain't no integrity, and they want you to play this silly ass game that I refuse to play. So anyway, so then the wind was blowing. So what happened when I tried to look up the street to where he was looking, and on the street where that big dude lived, that big ugly gorilla, this piece of paper blew up, like it blew up in the sky at the same time I looked up and down. So I know it got some, it's like confirmation regarding him. Like the higher realm is telling me we working on it. And then at the same time on the other street, that dude be hanging out where he broke the street sign, because he be leaning on the street sign and he broke it. Big ass gorilla. So somebody came walking up that street, one of them jail. It was like a black and white jacket. Like when they put you in jail, they put you with black and white. And a lot of times you see Freemasons wearing them black and white jackets, like a Poleece. He had one of them jackets. So that person had that jacket on. So that was more confirmation that this dude, if he keep it up, it's just one of them things. Like I said, sometimes you just gotta just pray and let it work itself out. But for me, I know it was confirmation and stuff. So now let me get into my other thing I'm going to say before I get out of here. All right, so I was just watching a few things out here on YouTube. With a premise I'm using, and I saw two people, both females. And one definitely got a lot of gifts, and she was she's unbelievably blessed, because I was there to see her channel blow up. And I don't know what it is, but then she went missing for about a week, and I'm telling you this for a reason, because it's going to apply to the second female as well. She went missing for about a week, and then she came back, and I don't know if she's sick or something. And then she was dead, and now she's been missing for 2 weeks. So it was kind of funny, because you don't want to be doing that, when you at that peak. Because when you got that type of interest, and you getting that kind of blessings because of it, you don't want to be messing up. So the other female, she kind of is in a similar position. And so you could kind of tell it really affected her numbers. But she tried to make a video to explain, and that's why I said like I'm just a real dude. So she was trying to tell people You know, because she got psychic gifts, but sometimes when you got them kind of gifts, you are gonna have like different things. So, but it seemed like you could tell by the numbers that they kind of went low, and for her, and then it seemed like after she did that video, she was trying to be open with the people, but her numbers went lower, and then she tried to kick a sale off, and then the numbers went lower. So, but it made me feel like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is just human nature, and it's YouTube. Like, yeah, everybody, whether you want to admit it or not, everybody got a principality or a spirit behind it. And I've been out here long enough to see that. So, so like I said, you just learn certain things, but see, I don't show them too much. That's why when I hear anybody coming out their face towards me, I'm gonna give a piece of advice. I'm gonna give some real advice right here. First off, if you're going through anything, handle your business like an adult, especially if you're an adult. Like if you was a man, you say, you know what, I'm not ready for this. I still like sex. I want women. Then be a man and say it. Don't lie and blame me, or don't blame nobody else but yourself. Even if you're in a horrible relationship, don't blame that person for decisions you decide to make. You understand? Because all you doing, especially like if you're messing with a righteous person like me, you're going to get yourself cursed. And it's not going to be me doing it. It's going to be a natural result of you spitting on somebody that went out there way to help you. And that's why I say all kind of stuff is going on. You know, one dude want to be a pimp now. First, you used to be the same dude you was talking about the Bible for a minute. Used to be on your channel talking about the Bible. Talking about you know you going to heaven. Now you talking about pimping. It ain't been that long, but that's because these people don't really study. They don't really pray. And like I keep trying to tell you, everything come under a spirit. So it's always going to be spirits tempting you one way or another. Like I said, you might be minding your own business. Getting ready to go. You just go into the local corner store. And it might be some female or something like that. Next thing you know, you knocking boots with some broad. But maybe just 20 hours earlier, you was talking about God and Jesus or some other stuff. That's how powerful this is. I've been doing this for decades. I know how powerful it is. Then the other dude, he talking junk on his channel, but he was lying for the most part. He talking about the Bible, but he lying. Now he got some other stuff because now he got hit with the whole soulmate or twin soul phenomenon. That's real powerful. You understand? But bottom line, I view anything that's not going to help me obey God, that's a threat. That's how I view that. Just like if you was military, if you was real military, let's say right now, I'm just going to make up two countries. Let's just say this country had beef with a country called Kukulkan, right? And they getting ready to go to war. Everybody know they getting ready to go to war. So if you a soldier for this country, you're not going to be sitting down having no coffee or no tea with niggas from that army. It just don't happen. So when you in spiritual warfare, you just not going to do certain things. And that's why I said, so this dude, no disrespect to him, but he always been a coon. And I'm sorry he don't like it, but it is what it is. And even though the dude made a video dissing me and trying to expose me, he still knew to come back to me when he wanted some answers. So how real is that? Okay, the same dude you calling out like I'm a fake, what I'm doing when you the fake one, but you calling me out, but you still coming back to me for help. So it's like you trying to raise grown-ass adults to still act like children. And I understand temptation, but you signed on. I didn't tell you to sign on. You don't want to sign on and say, oh, I'm a Christian. I'm going to start a website, a YouTube channel. I'm going to have a ministry. So that means you a Christian. You want to be a teacher. So you know temptation is coming. So whatever going on, like if you want a covenant with a marriage covenant, there's only one way to get out of that. The Bible gives it to you. So it don't matter what your wife doing. You still in that covenant until you get out of it. So if you start seeing some other woman, you still guilty. Messiah made that perfectly clear in Matthew chapter 19. This is shit you can't get past. But this is what I mean about this cooning shit and this stupid shit. That's why I gave y'all two channels. Now, the one female, she did good. I mean, she really got her marketing on. But now it's something going on with her where now she ain't been around for 2 weeks. And that's what the other one did, which kind of messed her numbers up. But she really messed her numbers up when she tried to show she cared. Because once she made that video basically trying to explain her sign and why she needs time to herself and all that, her numbers went down lower. She would have been better just coming back and setting up shop and kept going. Because it's just something about the humans that is just some fucked up shit. And you know it's true. Y'all just get mad at me because I tell the truth. You look at the family, the children, and everything. That's all fucked up. Because you got people that don't want to grow up and they stay dysfunctional. And my man Tyario say, don't say dysfunctional, they cursed. I don't go that hard with it. But it's what it really is. So you got people bent on, it's almost like a crack addict. They want what they want when they want it, and they'll act like they searching for truth, but they don't want no truth. They want what they want when they want it. That's why somebody will come out the blue that you done known for 4 years. All of a sudden they acting like you changed. I didn't change. I'm the same nigga came out 4 years ago. You the nigga changing. And then you can't even be mad. Like I said, if you man enough, I understand that. Ain't nobody mad at you, but you gotta lie and duck and dive, and when you finally get caught, you coming up with some silly shit. Sounding like a bitch. And then you wonder why Gat calling you out. So what I'm trying to say, what I learned is, it's not my job to convince anybody. Because they're not going to be convinced anyway. Like I saw this other dude preaching. Whatever his name is, Theo something. But I featured him on my channel. Say, he dropped, whatever I say, he's proven something about the Exodus or whatever, or people waking up, Hebrews waking up, something like that. But it's that brother teaching in that like a little classroom, and you see him talking to the people, and it's just let me just show you the coonism. He go to the Bible, he say bad 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 right, they go yeah we agree with that, bad 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 right, yeah we agree with that, bad 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 right, you agree with that, yeah we agree with that. Then he say the only logical conclusion, if you agree with all that and you say you believe the Bible, is that we the real people of God. Then they say we don't agree with that. You understand how the hell you just agree with? See, this is this cool shit. You know what I'm saying? How the hell you just agree with everything the man just said, but you still want to have a white supremacy define who you are. So they took everything from you, beat you down, robbed you, raped you, killed everybody, raped everybody, but you still want to believe what they tell you. So you can see sometimes he get frustrated. Like, how the hell y'all say y'all believe the Bible and y'all believe this, but y'all don't believe that? So that's why I said this. It's a lot of self-hate. And you be killing yourself. That's why I said when you dealing with that type of coonism, somebody is down with you 4 years, all of a sudden they ain't down with you no more. For no real reason. Other than some simple, oh, God told me. Oh, God told you. Why God tell you now 4 years later? Wouldn't God have told you in the beginning? Or wouldn't God have told you sometime within 4 years? Why now? You understand? So dudes like me, we keep it 100. You keep it 100 with God, God gonna keep it 100 with you. But everybody got their gifts. But my job is just to come out here, drop it, and then people see what they like. And most of these people, like I already explained what you're dealing with out here. They under the same spirit, whether they call themselves Christian, Hebrew, whatever. Or they on the psychic channel. It don't matter. They under the same spirit. It's some groupie shit. They looking for like a crack addict. They looking for that hit. They not looking for no real truth. They'll act like they are, but they not looking for no real truth. That's why they just say catchphrases, love and light and all this other shit, but they not living it. So this is some punk shit. So all I can do is drop it, and whoever get it, get it. And I realize, but see what I came to realize, what I'm trying to tell y'all, even when I looked outside, and I ain't never seen no officer on that side of the street, and I wouldn't even knew he was there. The only reason why I looked out because I heard all this wind, because that's when it happened. But these are all messages from God. What I'm trying to tell y'all, in the Bible, wind is God. That's the presence of God. That's why John chapter 3 talk about the wind. Job 38 talk about the wind. The Bible says God is in the whirlwind. So the windstorm is God. In other words, God gonna make it happen. It ain't nobody gonna come and gonna liberate all these people. That coonism is deep. So all them people is not gonna get liberated. They not all gonna flock under one man and no crazy stuff. That would defeat the whole purpose of Messiah coming the first time. So this is going to be something, I already told y'all what it's going to be. It's going to be spirit. It's going to be a massive move into a new world. As the former things pass away, just like the scriptures say. And it's all going to pass away in the fire. But it ain't going to be no massive wake up. Ain't gonna be no support. All the people ain't gonna get together. No stupid shit like that. As long as you here, you always gonna have some type of beef with niggas. Primarily, to keep it 100. You gonna have some type of beef with, you minding your own business. Somebody will come out the blue with some BS or some stupid stuff. And dudes gotta be careful. All I'm saying is, but you have to be careful of a few things. You can't be out here acting like you some man of God or act like you reading from the Bible and quoting the Bible and then go do some ungodly shit. Because your ass will burn in hell. God don't play. See, if you're not really about that, don't touch that book. Be careful how you talk. Don't call nobody out like me. I've been doing this for decades. You know what I'm saying? You better have some real shit. Don't be calling out no man filled with the Holy Spirit of God. Your whole shit gonna be cursed. And I'm not saying I do it. It's not me. I stood over a lot of coffins of people running their mouth. I ain't putting none on them people. They put it on themselves. I keep telling you, all you got to do is read Psalms 50. That was family that got taken out supernaturally. And I was reading Psalms 50 when God took that person out. And it was so wicked. I was like, wow, would God do something like that? And I'm reading Psalms 50 and he's doing it at the same time. And I be telling people that. It's a person that died out here running their mouth. In some type of, forget what it was, windstorm or earthquakes or something. Person running their mouth and then all of a sudden they dead. Y'all messing with shit y'all don't understand. And y'all don't let YouTube fool you. And what else I gotta say? Don't think you can't get it. You messing with supernatural stuff. I'm not down with no coons. Alright? Either you want the word or you're not. And now I understand, even if no matter how well I prepare it, that coonism still gonna happen. Like that man said. That man couldn't see. He said, I don't understand it. Y'all say y'all Christian. Y'all say y'all believe the Bible. Y'all agree with point 1, 2, 3. But as soon as I get to point 4, that we the chosen people, y'all talking about y'all don't know. Y'all can't, because that's some coonism shit. That person ain't never going to know, because they want some coon to get their coon shit. They done got beat so bad that they always going to say Toby no matter what the fuck you say. That's some coon ass shit. That ain't with that shit. I've been a real live nigga my whole fucking life. I didn't come for this fake shit. No punk shit. I'd rather duke it out myself and die fighting like a fucking man than this punk shit I'm seeing. It's depressing. So that's why I said it's not my job. No, I didn't come out here looking for friends. All I really came out here to do was say this is what God says and this is the way it does. And if you got real people that understand that, you shouldn't have a problem. If you got people talking about, well, I don't like his tone, or if he made me feel a certain way, fuck you. When did this ever become about you? It's not about me either. I'm doing my assignment from God. I told God last night, please never put me in a situation where I got to rely to make a motherfucker happy for something. Don't ever put me in that situation. Please. Because that's what things is fucked up now. All this fakeism and fake shit like that. That's why truth can't be told. Because they don't want the truth. They want that fix. But they want to say love and light. Or they want to say something about Jesus. Or they want to say some other fake shit that they don't really live. And that's why, like I said, the closest individuals to me all been wiped out. Going back to when I first came out. Dude talking about, yo, Gad, I'm not like the rest of these people you talking about. I get it. And he used to do it. He used to pull the Bible up and could get the correct interpretation, the way God would have you interpret it. Same way you see me doing out here, verse for verse throughout the Bible. Anybody following, they should see that. If they can't see that, there's something wrong with you. All these videos and playlists and stuff, and you still don't get it, there's something wrong with you. So he used to do it, and he was riding hard until his wife shut his ass down. So he went from being some, because he was from Jersey too. He from North Jersey. He from talking slick North Jersey till his wife shut his ass down. Coward. Second dude, he was a little bit of everything. But what really got him motivated was pimping. Now he's with it, but yet he's a priest though. He says he's of the order of Melchizedek. So you could get struck down just for that. You saying you the order of Melchizedek, but you pimping. So that to me, that's like burning in hell. See, that's when you're taking it a little too far. Like I said, I understand, I get it. You ain't ready, you ain't mature enough. That part I get. Okay, we all backslide. I get that part. But when you acting like you something that you not and putting holy words and spiritual words in your dialect when you know that's not you, you can burn in hell forever for that. That's when even God gonna stop being patient with your ass at some point. And this dude been a rockhead for at least the last 3 years since I known him. And he gets worse. I've been done told God, why don't you do him like you do me, God? Because he gonna get, I used to say, he gonna get worse. Next person. So this is the minister. Now, I'm not putting the dude down. He means well. But this is where you need humility. He means well, but you got too much stuff in your closet to be calling somebody out. And he's one of them dudes that go, yeah, I know. But he keep doing wrong. And disobedience. And then he try to be slick with it. Which he's not that smart in the first place. So that's another dude on the highway to hell. Because you can't come under the guise of being a man of God and do wicked. Because if you study your Bible, that's what the priest was doing. And God was putting all of them to death. Both of Aaron's sons were put to death for being drunk and walking around. Supposed to be priests, but they drunk. And then they say while they was drunk or something, they offered some strange fire or something. And God finally put them to death. Then Eli had 2 sons. And they was pimps too. They was pimping. They was pimping out prostitutes. They was doing all kind of stuff. Probably gay shit too. God put their ass to death. It's what you say that you curse yourself. Like if you just a dude saying, hey, listen, this is difficult. Ain't nobody gonna be mad at you. We all know it's difficult. It's the punk shit. Acting like you something that you not. Or calling somebody like me out. Who you know you wouldn't even be understanding shit if it wasn't for me. You like a little ass kid. I had to clean your ass up. Clean your fucking nose up. Keep my name out your mouth. Because that'll definitely bring it. Anybody know that. That show you how messed up we are in these final last days. The final parts of the last days. Because many years ago, you ask your grandmother or somebody, their mother or somebody, they'll tell you. You would never say nothing about no ordained minister. You be out your fucking mind. I remember when people of color knew better. And then the other dude just going through all kind of crazy shit. But that's still like that coonism. That's that coonism. But that's why they were just group, like that's a groupie. Do y'all even know where they get the word groupie from? Because I was just thinking, and it came to me, and I started laughing. It's kind of like if you were a performer on stage, and you and your group is on stage performing, and then somebody jump up on the stage and start acting like they a member of the group and shit. Like that's a groupie. You're not with our group. Get off the stage. So you have people to try to leech on your energy, but they're not doing what you tell them. Because if you really was studying scriptures and going verse by verse, especially after 4 years, you should be an expert at this. So if you still got some doubt after 4 years, there's something wrong with you. Don't got nothing to do with me. My shit is on top. I'm A plus, motherfucker. A plus. And if you don't like it, I don't care. Because I'm not bowing down to no punk shit. That's why God used people like David and stuff. David wasn't bowing down to no punk shit. No coonism. And when David finally when he made some sins and he finally got caught, he handled his shit like a man. He wasn't on no blaming everybody else. So again, God's in effect. I stay up in prayer. And I thank God for hearing that prayer and he making sure he's letting me know. Don't worry about none of this shit. Because I got everything. And that's what that whole thing was about. The wind is God's anger. God's wrath. And that's why Jesus talks about it in John chapter 3. That's why if you really understand John chapter 3, it's really about, you have to read the whole thing. They slice it up and only give you a little bit. John chapter 3 is really, not, it is about salvation, don't get me wrong, but it's also about the destruction of God's enemies and fake-ass phony frauds. And maybe that'll be the next thing I study is John 3. And God's in control. Second off, you just do what God tell you to do. It don't matter who's acting like the Bible ain't right and all that. And they got to question you because that's how they excuse themselves. Oh, he not teaching the right stuff. Yeah, but that's because they want to go out and do bad. And they don't even study when you show them anyway. So how would they know what I'm teaching? You don't really study. How would you know? Clown ass nigga. So now, word of advice. If you going to click on any type of channel or you going to be walking around with a Bible acting like you a godly person, you cursing yourself if you not obeying it. Paul already told you that. You break one thing deliberately, that's breaking the whole thing. So you can't be having no, oh, well, me and my wife having problems, so I'm seeing somebody else. And God was there when I got him and his wife back together the first time and I gave him all that advice. I know I did my job. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, they just playing. And they playing with fire because they not playing with me. They playing with God. But that's how immature they are. They don't realize it. They think it's an earthly thing. When you picked that Bible up and acted like you were speaking from God, you made it personal with God. It had nothing to do with me at that point. Like I said, if you just came out here and was just talking without, this is your opinion or whatever, that's different. He's not mad at you. It's when you pick up that word and then you putting a spin on it and shit. And then you accuse me of doing what you actually doing. You should have did a video and exposed yourself. You should have made a video and told everybody what's going on in your household and shit instead of calling me out. And now if you falling back, I ain't even mad at you. I know it's tough. You know what I'm saying? But you fuck your legacy up. Because here you got a dude that really put that work in 4 years. And really put stuff where his mouth was. He put stuff with it. But you fuck it up by coming crazy, making false accusations against me. Now you act like you got an issue with me. How can you have an issue with me now when we've been doing this for 4 years? You just got something going on inside of yourself and you need to be man enough and deal with it. That's what the problem is between me and you now, because I'm looking at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Be a man. So that cop that was out there today was a message. We hear you. We hear you. We on it. We on it. Don't even think we not on it. We on it. The wind of God is out here. All these peons, we about to deal with them. We in surveillance mode right now. I told you God is like a viper. He wait for a while, and all of a sudden he's straight. And you won't even see it coming. And what these people don't realize, that you put yourself in danger, you put your loved ones in danger, you messing around with something you don't need to be messing with. Like how I look at it, if I'm following a man of God, y'all got to remember, I told y'all about Gehazi, because that's what he did. Gehazi followed the man of God, but then he tried to switch it up and take it to some demonic earthly stuff. And God struck his ass down with disease. And it was some other dude, I forget. Oh, Achan. Achan was another dude, acting like he was godly, but he was doing ungodly stuff. So him and his whole family was put to death. God's not playing. It's the same God. And it just shows these people should not touch no Bible. Not if you're going to be out here faking it. Put the Bible down when you talk. Just come out and say, just be respectful, especially to God. Be respectful. Because you can't do that, bro. You could lose your life, especially with a ministry like mine, because it's fire. Every day I'm out here putting that work in from the scriptures. So you shitting on God, you shitting on me, and you shitting on the Bible. So it's definitely something coming your way. And I used to always say that these people going to get it and then they going to blame me. I didn't do it. You did it to yourself. I'm not over here doing no hocus pocus. I'm the same nigga that been warning you since I known you. And that's why when I started preaching more about hellfire, a lot of these people started backing up. Because whatever evil spirits they got on them, they knew. They don't want to hear about hellfire because they know that's where they going for eternity. So whatever evil spirits them people got on them, that's when It was like a purge. From the moment I came out, guys start talking more about hell. When I started coming out speaking more about hell, these motherfuckers started backing the fuck up. If you call yourself a man or woman of God, them decisions you making got to be based on scripture. And if you call yourself any type of teacher, or you going before people, or you going on YouTube or whatever, and you holding that Bible in your hand, act like you giving a word from the Lord, you better be living that life. Like I said, what's her name? I'm going to say, because I try not to say too many names no more. But I'm going to say one name, whatever her name is, Fuentes. She got busted big. Now, she's still out there. She still got her ministry, but she got exposed big time for being a massive liar, massive fraud, and she really got exposed. And some of these other people, they get exposed a little bit, but they're able to recover. And she kind of recovered too. But she really got massive exposed. That's why, if you notice, that dude that was kind of backing her up, he don't mention her too much. But he used to always talk about her at first, but he don't say too much about her. One time he said, "Oh, she's still my friend, and she's a good person. Don't say stuff about her." But he don't be backing her up like he used to. He used to be backing her up heavy. But he got exposed a couple of times too. But what I'm talking about today in this video is what I call corruption. Corruption is when you got some problems with your wife, but you still pursuing a soulmate or something, but you're still married to your wife. See, it's not, God ain't looking at what she did. That's why I said this is how I know they don't know God. God's not looking at what she did. He's looking at you as a man. That's why when he came to the Garden of Eden, he didn't call Eve out, he called Adam. So, and you don't want keying up the camera, acting like you giving some spiritual word from the Lord. But how can you give a spiritual word from the Lord? You can't have no close friends. I'm talking biblically now. I don't give a fuck what they talking about on planet Earth. I'm not talking about third dimensional, because you could have 3 or 4. Oh, we're just friends. Oh, so what? I know I'm married, but these are just friends. You just see, you can do all that satanic lying on this planet, but you can't do that with God. Jesus made perfectly clear you ain't even supposed to look at another woman. So if you ain't supposed to look at her, you can't be no close association. Oh, well, she understands me better. Not in God's world. You better find a way to work it out. Because he said that was a lust or adultery. Just being around another woman if you marry. Even that's lust and adultery. I'm going to end this video at a Bible study I was at years ago. And the wife was acting up a little bit during the Bible study. And so finally they got to the reason what was going on. And her husband basically said, "Oh, she's just mad because I be on Facebook." And the wife said, "I'm not mad because you be on Facebook. I'm mad because you befriended the girl you used to go with in high school, and you and her are sending private messages and stuff." And so then you could tell he was a little embarrassed because the truth came out. So because he had told the pastor, "Well, she's just too jealous. She be going through my stuff." And the pastor said, "I could care less if my wife go through my stuff." He said, "I go through her stuff. She go through my stuff." He said, "I could care less." He said, "Because when you marry, it is what it is." He said, "So that shouldn't really even be a problem. If you really married to somebody, what difference do it make? Because if they going through your stuff, they shouldn't find nothing if you obeying the Lord." That's what the pastor said. Now, what's funny about that pastor, he could be laid back. A lot of times he was laid back on a lot of stuff. But on that particular issue, he gave you a very, what I would call a very conservative viewpoint, which is Bible-based. So you can keep playing these games out here, but you're going to be burning in hell. And God's not joking. Now, my ministry ain't about the bullshit. So I'm more interested in that because I've been soul searching a lot. Because I'm trying to tell you, that's why I went to certain channels and just studied the people and all that. Just to see if what I was thinking I was right. And I was. You're dealing with fake-ass people that really don't care about the Bible. They like some crack addicts. They just want something to make them feel good. And as long as you know how to manipulate them like they're little-ass kids, you'll do good out here. But honestly, like me and Bible and stuff, they're not really with that too much. So you'd have to compromise everything you've been doing for the last 40 or more years for these peons. And I don't think I want to do that. So this is Gat. God bless.